guys. Today is Sunday. Took me a while to figure out that it was Sunday. During this shut-in, stay safe stuff we're going through. Let's see, what did we get done? Rick, after he was done with all his work, got all new wires in the high tunnels for the louvers. We still have a little motor problem on the other high tunnel that the tomatoes are gonna go in. So been working on that. Went and helped a fellow veteran till his garden up, or actually not a garden, a new space where he's gonna be planting. Did that yesterday before it got too rainy. Well, then the rain stopped. Gosh, we had market on Thursday night. That went really well. We're doing a drive-through market, sharing the little bit of produce that we do have right now. Some spinach. I've been getting some lettuce from Blue Mitten Farms over down the way. They have beautiful hydroponics that we've been buying from them to help get some greens to our customers. We have lots of eggs. We've been selling our eggs. 2 roosters went to Geyer's auction, so it's really quiet around here now with only Gonzo. And Gonzo, he only cockadoodles when he's out of food and water or if something's happening. He's not just a random cockadoodler like those other guys. They were just crazy. Hopefully they sold. I didn't hear from Geyer. I know they had a beautiful goat that my Aunt Colleen over in Washington really wanted us to buy that goat, but I'm not ready for hoofed animals yet. I'm fine with chickens. We did put some chickens out into the garden. Today in the high tunnel, I did a little bit of weeding. I had to plant a couple more kale seeds because I didn't have great germination. I'm not sure if the cedar just missed a bunch of spots or what. So kind of working on learning how to use the Jang cedar. I'm going to show you that here next. And then I planted another spot of spinach. I didn't have great germination rate. Again, is it because of the cedar? Is it because of the weather? Is it because of the seed? I don't know. So I planted that in a different spot. I decided to plant my calendula seeds in the high tunnel instead of the herb garden this year. The chickens like to scratch over where the calendula usually grows. I'll probably grow some in the garden too. We grow the calendula flowers and we dry the petals and we soak them in olive oil or avocado oil for months until it turns a really dark yellow. And then we buy local beeswax and we slowly melt the beeswax, add some coconut oil, and then without heating up the calendula oil too much after we strain off the petals, we then will make a salve, and it's really, really nice, especially these days with our hands washing so much and all this antibacterial. Our hands are just so raw. So I'm gonna put the calendula flowers in the high tunnel, and that leads me to something I've been really thinking about today when I was working out in the high tunnel. My high tunnel doesn't look like everybody else's high tunnel. My high tunnel looks like my high tunnel. I listened to this awesome podcast this week with Zach Bush and Rich Roll, which I'm gonna try. This whole YouTube thing is new to me, so I'm gonna try to put it in the comment section so you guys can watch it. But basically, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is my high tunnel. I'm growing food for my family in excess for people in my community. It doesn't have to look like the farm down the road who has a high tunnel. They do their thing. I've learned different things. I'm learning as I go. Sometimes I'm even embarrassed to put pictures of my high tunnel on Facebook or Instagram because I'm afraid these other farmers are gonna look and be like, what the heck is she doing? But you know what? As long as I'm growing food, whatever I'm doing, I'm doing. I might have some wasted space. That's okay. I'm working on filling it up, keeping it a little bit tight. But okay, I'm gonna show you guys the Jang cedar here really quick. Last season, actually at the end of the season, we decided to purchase the Jang cedar, and after borrowing a buddy's down at Unicorn Farms, boy, it makes things a lot faster and a lot more straight. So I planted the spinach seeds, and then there's different rollers that you put in there, and I have kind of a cheat sheet that I keep. Here's my hoop plan, stuff I fixed today. But so there's the different rollers, and this thing pops out. You change that roller, and that's what is determined for the seeds. And then for the spacing, which I don't really mess with this too much, there's these different gears. And I could take this plate off, and here it tells me the spacing. I could take this plate off and change out these gears. and that will set the spacing differently. But I bought most of my rollers that the seed spacing is pretty much the same. I guess I gotta kind of dig into this and learn it a little bit more. Sometimes I'm not great at that. I'm just like a, let's just go and get it done type of a gal. I had to plant new spinach because the spinach, like I said, didn't really germinate very well. We planted that in February, and that's taken a long time. But the spinach that I planted last fall is still growing, but at this end of it, I'm having some aphid issues. So I'm gonna, in the next day or so, dig this out. I did try using some oil and some soap, and that didn't work very good. The plants look okay. Again, not a lot of germination here. Some, a little bit, but a lot of spacing. But all that stuff on the right is all from last fall, and it overwintered because we had a fairly mild winter.